All right, hello together. I'd like to welcome you to our presentation. We are from the IDS Creator team. We are a group of 7. This is the team. And now we would like to show you what we are working on this weekend. So the situation, as we heard a bit from the other group, was that at the moment it's a lot of punching into Excel sheets and manual work, and yeah, it's not a very nice process and very tedious. And the problem that was posed to us was handle the complexity of this process with the different with the objects and then the requirements and how to link them, and then to make a nice user interface to make them easily manageable. So the challenge is to see, make this iPhone app kind of application. We were a lot of groups that were working on this. We had some more ideas, topics, but our challenge for ourselves was to link the objects and to work on the functionality, because the other each group worked on different stuff, as we already heard. Like, ours was really to simplify the functionality of it. Now I'd like to give the word to Alex.
Yeah, so basically, what is the idea? We had the challenge of creating a simple app that makes IDS creation easy. What is an IDS? What is the problem you want to solve with an IDS? Basically, what you want to do is you want to define groups of elements. You want to define external walls, columns, whatever you need. And then you need to define the requirements. What kind of requirements do you have? Like a set of data you need for fire safety ratings or something like that, or load-bearing data or whatever. And you don't want to repeat this again and again in a huge Excel table, right? So the specification is then just having the groups of elements and the requirements uniquely on both sides and just connecting them, like all the fire rating data I need in walls and columns, but not, for example, doors, maybe. So that was the core idea of what we developed. And then we also added a thing which we called tags. This is a very open, simple system, because usually you want to have specifications specific for milestones, or as an architect view or engineer view, you want to sort the stuff, you want to filter it. So basically you can just put tags on the relations, and then you can use them to filter or sort.
So we wanted also to show the path of the developers, and we started with a Flutter flow to create a user interface, but then we drive until a limit that it was written in Dart, so we couldn't continue with that part. Then we tried also HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which worked for a while, but it was not connected still to the user, to the backend. Yeah, this shows also some of the tries that we did, but then we solve it in another way. So here we present you the IDS creator. The potential of it will increase the quality of your BIM models, reducing the effort of managing the IDS and having fun while using IDS.
All right, so how does our solution look like? Our tech stack is as simple as this was the goal, right? So we just use Airtable as an interface. It's a really cool software. Then we built our own IDS creation tool in Python. Then to interface these two things, we use PyAirtable to extract the data from the Airtable tables. And then we just create an IDS with our own library that we developed. The demo. So what does it look like when you use this thing? So we have this interface here. On the left, in the tabs, you can see the 3 things we talked about in the idea, right? You have element groups, you have requirements, and you have the specifications. So if you want to add a new element group, you just click the button here, create new element group. You can give it a name, you can add these filters like IFC wall, whatever. Whatever pleases you, as many as you want. And then, yeah, these are the groups, for example, that we already predefined. For the requirements, it looks the same. It's also this simple form here. You can give it a name, add your requirements, as many as you want. A lot of properties, for example, in here. Exactly, so really easy to use. And in the end, the specifications, you just link these two, right? You say these elements need to fulfill these requirements. So you add a specification, you say, okay, this applies to, for example, all the walls. You can also choose something else here. You can say, okay, we want all doors. They should fulfill our requirement that we named, I don't know, basic properties. And then down here you can add tags. So maybe this is relevant for milestone 1. And then you just create it. And you just created a new specification. And then the only tiny thing we did not actually get working is an export button inside of here. So actually you have to switch over. We have our separate Python script we wrote. You just run this. This will read all the data from Airtable and will, ta-da, create you an IDS over here, if I can click it. It doesn't want to. There we go, that's the IDS. And how do we know it's working? Let's go back to present. That was not my intention.
Come on. Let's just do it like that.
What is a presentation without technical problems, huh?
Can I have my Mac?
Anyway, of course, we had a website which takes an IFC model and IDS files, and we verified our IDS with requirements which we knew were not entirely fulfilled in the IFC, and we of course got the result we wanted, which was like 140 passed and 12 failed, which was exactly what we wanted to do. And now we really should get the presentation back.
Let's do this.
Speed improvisation.
Here.
There we go. This was what I was talking about. Website, you upload an IFC and a IDS, and you see a couple of them failed. Most of them worked, and this is the report you get from this tool. And of course, as this weekend is all about open source, we open source the IDS tool. We already pushed it to pip. You can install it right now with pip install IDS tool, or you can scan this code and go to the GitHub repo and look at the code.